This tests out the Deus with the 11-inch coil, the 800 with the 11-inch coil, and the Simplex with the 11-inch coil. This is the 268 version. I'll try the Equinox first in the test garden on the deeper coins and the shallower coins and another target. All of these have been here for about a year, except for this ring right here. I dug this ring up yesterday. It had been in there for about 4 months, and I dug it up yesterday just to make sure it was still at the same depth that I thought it was. It's at 8 inches. 8-inch ring right here, copper ring. Turn on. Oh, noise cancel. See, this is why I noise cancel right here. Because the EMI, but the noise cancel doesn't really work for too long. It tends to drift off after a little bit. See, with EMI, just getting the best of me right now. But I'll try to make the best of it. This is an 8-inch copper ring. Struggling a little bit in perk 1. My gain's at 23, my iron bias is at 0. My recovery speed is, let's see what it's set at, 7. I'll go down to 6. I'll go down to 5 on it right here. Should hit it a lot better. Yeah, right there. And actually that target is right there instead. It did really good in park 1. Park 2, yeah, it'll hit it in park 2 also. Here is a 11-inch Clad $50. It's been sitting there for about a year. Spanks it out. A little bit scratchy. This target's been very elusive for the last little while, except for the Simplex. The Simplex can just seem to smack it no matter what conditions. Park 1, right? My gain isn't too crazy, 23. Here's a silver, that was an 11-inch Clad $50. And this is a silver quarter with a bunch of iron all around the hole there. Rusty square nails. It's hitting it. I'll turn on my iron. I'll try it in park 2 here. I'll turn up my recovery speed in this park 2 here, because it seems like it's a little bit slow and at 3 gain. It's factory preset, you know. You just need to, when you get around a lot of iron, or if you're getting an ironing target there, you can switch your recovery speed to hit it a little bit better with the Equinox, because you can adjust the recovery speed. It's hitting it a little bit there. Okay, I'll put it back there. I gotta make this video quick because I want to get out. Here's a nickel, silver war nickel, 6 inches deep, super easy. Park 2. Both of them are hitting it. The silver dime, 6 inches deep. Mercury dime at 6 inches deep. I'll go down back to park 1 here. You know, at 6 inches deep, the recovery speed is just too slow right there. You know, it just sounds like a big target. Still hitting it good though. There is a, those are 2 easy, really easy targets. 6-inch coins there for these machines. And this is this right here is silver Mercury dime, 9 inches deep on its edge right here. And my soil is hot, so you know, every time I've tried to ground balance the Equinox 800 in my soil, it just messes it all up. So I have to turn the machine off and turn it on and just not ground balance. And a lot of my soil, I really struggle with the Equinox, trying to get it ground balanced automatically. I always have to re-ground balance it manually. Park 2. Just not going to hit it today. It's hitting a little bit. It's 9 inches deep on its edge, silver dime. Let's try. Yeah, field mode ain't gonna hit it. EMI, right? The EMI. Field mode is really susceptible to EMI. Just hitting it a little teeny bit there. But it is on its edge, 9 inches deep. Right? Now let's go with the Deus. I have to turn the Deus on. I can't get the Deus wet because it's not waterproof. I'll take it out of the case here, if I can get it out. I'll turn it on, I'll put it in deep mode. And I'll have to make a couple adjustments here to my preferences, what I want to hear, right? I'll go to menu. I'll go down to 5.1, discrimination. Gain, I'll lift my gain up a little bit here. 7.7 kilohertz. I'll put it on 14 or 11. Iron volume down to 2. Reactivity 2, because these are deeper targets, right? And audio response is 4. Overload is at 1. Then I'll go to discrimination and go to disc pitch mode and raise the pitch up a little bit. And then I will ground balance it to 81. 81. That's what my garden reads here. I'll put it at 82. I'll see what it reads at here. 82. It reads at 82. Okay. Let's do it. Here's that copper ring, 8 inches deep. It's kind of hard to pinpoint it, you know, but Equinox and the Deus, you know, it's, I mean, I know it's within that 11-inch coil radius. It just sounds big because it's deep, right? Here's that Clad $half. 11-inch Clad $half. Barely hitting it. The 8-inch Clad, the 8-inch, or the 9-inch X35 coil hits this big time, man, in deep mode. In Deus Fast, it hits it just a little bit, or yeah, in Deus Fast, it's just a little bit. Here's the iron target, that silver quarter, 10 inches deep. 10 inches deep with a bunch of iron all around it. And I can discriminate just a little bit more and it hit it really, really good. Here's that nickel. Super easy target, 6-inch war nickel, silver. Here's another silver dime. Super easy target, 6-inch dime. Here's that Mercury Dime on its edge. It's not going to hit it going down the barrel of it, but it'll hit it on its edge, perpendicular to it. It's doing pretty good there. And with these machines, with all these machines, I mean, it's pretty necessary to noise cancel on the Equinox and then ground balance on these other machines in my hot soil here. If I can turn this thing back off here. That's the thing about the Deus, man. It's not waterproof, so we'll have to take it out of the case when it's raining and adjust it. It's getting wet already. But I've made this video several times, but the dog barks, the airplanes go by, my lens is dirty, my battery dies in my GoPro camera. Just my videos have just not turned out. And I'll turn the Simplex on. Ground balance it. 71. Here's that copper ring right here. '80s. I'll even wipe my lens off there if you guys want to really look at the numbers. I don't look at my number. I don't look at my detector too much. I just dig it up. If it repeats, I just don't waste my time analyzing its target and going around and bumping my coil up and down. I'm not going to waste my time. I can get that target out 3 times as fast as I can just sit there and analyze it and play with it. And I just want to get it out of the ground and move on to my next target, right? Hits it really good. Field mode, park mode, or park 1. 8-inch deep copper ring. Dig it up all day long. Park 2, hitting it big time, dig it up all day long. Here's that Clad half dollar, 11 inches deep, in park 2 mode. Here's park 1 mode, it'll tear it up. Field mode. Tears it up, man. This Simplex rips my machines apart a lot, man. It really slaughters a lot of high-end machines. Here's the iron target there. All the iron around that silver quarter at 10 inches deep. You can hear the iron in there, but I can hear that tone. I'm getting some 70s numbers in there if you guys really want to look at your detector. 87 was the last number, 84. I'll go park 1. Park 1 doesn't really do that super great in iron, but 80s, 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 90s, 70s. Now I'll go to park 2. $63, right? No pushing buttons, man. I don't have to dial this machine in. I just turn it on and go. Silver war nickel, 6 inches deep. I'll put in park 1. Super easy target. 6-inch silver dime right here. Super easy target. It's gonna hit it. 6-inch coins are no problem for the Simplex. Here's that Mercury dime on its edge. 90, 9 inches deep. It's even hitting it down the barrel, right? 97 down the barrel. See, 97 in park 1. On its edge, 9 inches deep, Mercury dime. See, 93. I'll put it in field mode. It'll tear it up. 98. 97. 54. 84. Right? The Simplex just seems to do this a lot, man. The Simplex seems to just beat my other machines up, man. It seems to do it a lot. More and more, the more I test these machines out, the more I realize the Simplex is kicking their ass big time, right? You can get so many more targets out if you're not pushing buttons, dialing the machine in, putting in different frequencies, putting in different modes. You saw that. That Simplex was hitting all those coins on all 3 different modes, right? So you don't have to push the buttons, you know, with the Simplex. You can't adjust the recovery speed. You can't adjust the frequencies. So you're spending that much more time getting targets out of the ground and moving on to your next target. With these other machines here, you know, they're expensive machines, you know, over $1,000. I have almost $1,000 invested in the Equinox. A little over $1,000 because I have 2 coils and the detecting and innovation shaft, the carbon fiber shaft. And with the Deus, you know, I have 4 coils for that thing, and I have 2 shafts and, you know, a little bit of other equipment. I have about $1,200, $1,300, and actually more than that. I probably have $2,000 invested because all the coils, you know, they're $300 a piece. But the Simplex just seems to kick their ass all of the time, man. Even in this test garden, out in the field, I'm gonna go out to a curb strip here in a few minutes and just use my Simplex. Gonna just put my Deus and my Equinox aside, and I'm just gonna use my Simplex, because the Simplex has gotten me so many silvers. Last year I got over 100 silvers with the Simplex, just the Simplex itself, right? And the Simplex just seems to lock onto targets really easy, those deeper targets. Sure, it may struggle with EMI, but you saw that Equinox was struggling that EMI right here, right? And the Simplex was not. It's just a toss-up, you know. Sometimes certain machines won't perform at certain times, you know. I know that the Simplex performs very well in dry dirt, and it performs very well in wet dirt. It performs very well in the field. It performs very well at schools, parks, you know, permissions. When it gets around a lot of iron, like in the relic dumps, it doesn't perform nearly as good as my other machines. The Equinox doesn't do relic dumps either. You know, I might burst your guys' bubble, but the Equinox just does not perform in the iron like the Deus and the Amphibio does. And the Deus, I've been making a lot of videos on the curb strips with the Deus lately, but it's just a lot of pushing buttons. You know, I'm still learning the machine. You know, I don't have 1,000 hours on the machine yet, so I don't really know what mode I'm going to be fitting in with. That'll do everything like the Simplex. The Simplex will do it all on every mode, right? And these other machines here, that's not the case. You have to be switching modes, you have to put different coils on. With that 11-inch coil on that Simplex, it can do everything. It can get the shallow targets, it can get the deep targets, it can get the small targets, it can go underwater. You know, the Equinox, you know, I'm not going to take that thing in the water because you know, it's an expensive machine, because they've had some flooding problems with it. And with the Deus, I can't take it in the water, obviously, because it's just not waterproof, right? And like today, you know, I'm not going to use the Deus because it's raining out, right? It's just too hard to adjust my machine when it's raining out, because I have my Deus tucked in my belt here, or under my raincoat, because I don't want to get it wet. But the Simplex just seems to kick their butt all the time, man. Extracting targets out of the ground just super fast. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.